A sudden urge to confront a long-standing domestic issue might clash violently with the need for quiet emotional security today. Ambition pulls the heartstrings, while past memories demand a seat at the table during every major professional decision. The tension between public duty and private sanctuary intensifies as the moon moves through its home sign of Cancer. This Saturday, January 3rd, 2026, features a sharp opposition between the emotional moon and the aggressive drive of Mars in Capricorn. The Sun joins Venus and Mars in a tight alignment that focuses all available energy on concrete results and structural integrity. Madame Zodiac observes the silent friction between what the soul needs and what the world demands from our collective discipline. Some signs will find this friction generates the heat necessary for a breakthrough, while others may find themselves caught in a crossfire. The following breakdown reveals where the cosmic traps lie and where the hidden opportunities for growth are waiting to be claimed.
My dear Aries, this Saturday, January 3rd, 2026, presents a mirror that reflects your inner fire against the walls of your own home. The day announces a time where your professional drive must negotiate with your emotional roots. Mars, your ruler, is currently stationed in Capricorn at 14 degrees 36 minutes, pushing you to achieve greatness. This placement demands a structured approach to your natural impulsivity, which might feel a bit restrictive. You might feel like a race car stuck in a school zone, but this slow pace is actually protecting your long-term interests. Mars here is about endurance rather than speed, forcing you to build foundations that can actually support your massive ambitions. Even your morning coffee can feel it's your day to conquer the world, but the stars advise a measured start. The moon crosses your house 4, the one of family and roots, highlighting deep-seated emotional needs. You may find yourself rearranging furniture, or perhaps rearranging your feelings toward a parental figure to find peace. This sector requires a gentle touch, so try not to treat your living room like a corporate boardroom. Practicality meets sentimentality here, suggesting that fixing a leaky faucet might actually soothe your soul more than a promotion. The moon in Cancer stands in direct opposition to Mars, creating a tug of war between your career and your private life. This aspect can make you feel defensive, as if every request for your time is an attack on your personal freedom. You may experience a burst of energy to complete a home project, but watch out for stubbed toes or short tempers during the process. The Sun's conjunction with Mars adds a layer of intense focus to your professional reputation and public standing. It is as if the universe is shining a spotlight on your ability to handle pressure without losing your cool. Saturn in Pisces is quietly sextiling Uranus in Taurus, providing a steadying influence on your finances and shared resources. This transit helps you find innovative ways to save money without feeling like you are being deprived. Your patience today rivals that of a yogi in traffic, provided you remember to breathe through the tension. Celestial recommendation: practice the art of the deep breath before responding to family members who might push your buttons today. Focus your physical energy on organized tasks rather than spontaneous outbursts that could lead to unnecessary friction. Your domestic peace is the fuel for your professional fire, so tend to it with the care it deserves. For a deeper understanding, consider checking your rising sign and Venus sign as well. To stay connected to your daily horoscope, subscribe, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell.
My sweet Taurus, this Saturday finds you navigating a sea of words that carry more weight than usual in your daily interactions. The day announces a period where your usual stoicism might be challenged by a sudden need to express your deepest values. Venus, your ruler, is currently in Capricorn at 12 degrees 21 minutes, bringing a serious and committed tone to your desires. This placement encourages you to value quality over quantity in all things, from the fabric of your clothes to the depth of your conversations. You are looking for something that lasts, not just a fleeting moment of pleasure that fades by tomorrow. Venus at this degree aligns with the Sun, making your natural charm feel both authoritative and incredibly grounding to those around you. It is a perfect time to negotiate a contract or solidify a romantic commitment with a practical and sustainable plan. Your reliability is your greatest asset today, acting as an anchor for others who might be feeling adrift. The moon crosses your house 3, the one of communication and local environment, stirring up a flurry of messages and short trips.
You might find your inbox overflowing or your neighbors suddenly becoming very chatty about neighborhood matters. This is an excellent time to write down your thoughts, as your intuition is currently speaking the language of clear logic. Try to listen more than you speak, as there are hidden gems in the casual remarks of those you encounter. The Sun conjunction Venus illuminates your need for intellectual harmony and beautiful surroundings in your immediate vicinity. This aspect makes you particularly persuasive, though you must be careful not to steamroll over the opinions of others. The Moon's opposition to Mars might cause a minor disagreement over a shared resource or a difference in timing. You might feel like everyone is moving too fast while you are trying to savor the moment with your usual grace. Uranus in your sign is retrograde, asking you to rethink the ways you have been asserting your independence lately. This day will be particularly favorable for clearing up misunderstandings with siblings or close peers through honest dialogue. Daily advice: choose your words with the precision of a diamond cutter to ensure your message is received clearly and without bias. Take a walk around your neighborhood to clear your head and reconnect with your immediate surroundings and physical senses. A small gesture of kindness toward a peer will go a long way in building long-term social capital today. To gain a more complete picture, the rising sign and Venus sign can add useful context. If you want to keep receiving your daily horoscope, subscribing and hitting the bell really helps. My lovely Geminis, the stars are focusing your attention on the tangible world of assets and personal talents this Saturday, January 3rd. The day announces a pull between your desire for emotional security and a sudden urge to invest in a long-held dream. Mercury, your ruler, is in Capricorn at 2 degrees 29 minutes, making your thoughts uncharacteristically sober and focused on the bottom line. You are likely thinking about long-term goals rather than the next 5 minutes, which is a rare but useful shift for your sign. This placement helps you organize your chaotic ideas into a coherent strategy that others can actually follow and respect. You might find yourself drafting a budget or a business plan with surprising enthusiasm and attention to detail. Mercury here demands facts and figures, so make sure you have your data ready before presenting any new ideas to the world. Your mind is working like a high-performance computer, processing information with incredible speed and accuracy. The Moon crosses your house too, the one of personal resources and self-worth, heightening your awareness of what you truly value. You might feel a strong emotional connection to your possessions today, or perhaps a need to prove your worth through your work. This sector is about stability, so find ways to ground your airy energy in something physical and lasting. Practical tips include reviewing your digital subscriptions and identifying which ones actually bring value to your life. The Moon in Cancer is opposing Mars, which could lead to an impulsive purchase that you might regret by the time Monday arrives. The Sun's conjunction with Mars in your sector of shared resources suggests that a partner's finances might require your immediate attention. You have the drive to solve financial puzzles, but avoid being too aggressive with those who do not share your mental speed. Jupiter retrograde in Cancer is asking you to revisit a talent you may have neglected in the past year. This day is ideal for reorganizing your financial records, thanks to the grounding influence of the Capricorn planets. Celestial recommendation: slow down your spending and focus on the wealth of skills you already possess, rather than seeking external validation. Acknowledge your achievements with a small, meaningful treat that honors your progress without breaking the bank. Trust your intuition when it comes to financial timing, but always verify your hunches with a calculator. For extra insight, take a moment to look at your rising sign and your Venus sign. Never miss your daily horoscope again. Subscribe, like, and activate the bell.
My precious Cancers, today the spotlight is firmly on you as the Moon moves through your sign, heightening every emotion and instinct you possess. The day announces a time where you are the protagonist of the cosmic drama, and the world is feeling your presence deeply. The Moon, your ruler, is in your sign at 14 degrees 14, making you incredibly sensitive to the energies of those around you. You are like a psychic sponge today, soaking up the moods of the room, so choose your company with great care. This position grants you immense nurturing power, but you must remember to nurture your own soul before helping others. You might feel a strong urge to retreat into your shell, yet the world keeps knocking on your door for guidance. Your intuition is at an all-time high, allowing you to see through the masks that others may be wearing. The Moon crosses your house 1, the one of self and physical appearance, encouraging a mini makeover or a shift in presentation. This is your personal New Year's moment, where you can redefine who you are to the outside world with confidence. Try wearing something that makes you feel both protected and powerful as you move through your day. A practical tip is to engage in some form of self-care that honors your physical body, such as a long bath.
The moon is in a tense opposition with Mars and the sun in your opposite sign of Capricorn. This creates a significant amount of pressure in your one-on-one relationships, where you might feel others are being too demanding. You are standing your ground with surprising strength, but the friction is palpable and could lead to a heated exchange. Use this energy to set firm boundaries rather than starting a war of words that leaves everyone feeling drained. Jupiter is retrograde in your sign, suggesting that personal growth is happening internally right now rather than through external accolades. This day will be particularly favorable for personal reflection and setting intentions for the coming month. Daily advice. Allow yourself the space to feel your emotions without letting them dictate your every action during the day. Surround yourself with soft textures and soothing sounds to balance the harshness of the external planetary aspects. Remember that saying no to others is often a way of saying yes to your own long-term well-being. For a deeper understanding, consider checking your rising sign and Venus sign as well. To stay connected to your daily horoscope, subscribe, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell.
My cherished Leos. Saturday suggests a time for quiet reflection and behind-the-scenes work rather than your usual center-stage performance. The day announces a hidden power in the silence that you are beginning to discover and appreciate today. The sun, your ruler, is in Capricorn at 13 degrees 6 minutes, casting a strong light on your daily routines and health habits. You are being called to be the CEO of your own body and schedule, bringing order to any lingering chaos in your life. This placement asks for discipline and a commitment to the, quote, boring parts of success that actually make the magic happen later. The sun is traveling alongside Venus and Mars, giving you the stamina to tackle a mountain of paperwork or a difficult workout. You are learning that true authority comes from self-mastery, not just from being seen by an adoring crowd. Your patience today rivals that of a yogi in traffic, which is a testament to your growing inner strength. The moon crosses your house 12, the one of the subconscious and spiritual retreats, drawing your focus inward to the soul. You might experience vivid dreams or a strong desire for solitude to process recent events that have felt overwhelming. This is a day for closure and letting go of what no longer serves your higher purpose or your future growth. A practical tip is to spend time near water or in meditation to quiet the noise of the external world. The Sun conjunction Venus suggests that being kind to yourself is the most productive thing you can do during these hours. However, the Sun opposition Moon may create a feeling of being pulled between your duties and your need for deep rest. You might feel a bit drained, so listen to your body if it asks for an afternoon nap or a quiet evening. Saturn in Pisces is helping you structure your shared finances or emotional depths with a steady and reliable hand. This day is ideal for a digital detox, allowing your nervous system to reset after a busy week of activity. Celestial recommendation: honor your need for privacy and don't feel guilty about turning off your notifications for a few hours today. Use your creative energy for a private project that doesn't need an audience just yet to feel truly successful. Rest is not a luxury for you right now. It is a vital part of your strategy for future victories. To gain a more complete picture, the rising sign and Venus sign can add useful context. If you want to keep receiving your daily horoscope, subscribing and hitting the bell really helps.
My beloved Virgos, your social circles and long-term dreams are under the cosmic microscope this Saturday, January 3rd, 2026. The day announces that your contribution to the group is more valuable than you previously estimated in your own mind. Mercury, your ruler, is in Capricorn at 2 degrees 29 minutes, sharpening your creative intellect and your practical approach to joy. You are looking at your hobbies and passions through a lens of practicality, wondering how they can serve your future goals. This is an excellent time to teach a skill or to refine a project that requires your signature meticulous attention. Mercury here helps you communicate your creative visions with clarity and authority, making others take your fun ideas quite seriously. You might find yourself organizing a social event with the precision of a military operation, much to the amusement of friends. Your ability to see the small details that others miss is your greatest strength in any collaborative effort today. The moon crosses your house 11, the one of friendships and collective goals, bringing an emotional tone to your group interactions. You may feel a strong protective urge toward a friend or a cause you believe in with all your heart. This sector encourages you to find your tribe and to nurture those connections that feel like family rather than just acquaintances. A practical tip is to reach out to a mentor or a community leader who shares your long-term vision for the future. The moon in Cancer is opposing Mars, which could spark a minor conflict within a group setting over leadership. You might feel that a friend is being too pushy, or perhaps you are the one driving the agenda too hard today. The Sun's conjunction with Venus in your house of creativity suggests that a romantic spark could fly within your social circle. Uranus retrograde in Taurus is shaking up your belief systems, prompting you to look at the world from a fresh perspective. This day will be particularly favorable for networking and solidifying your position within a community or professional organization. Daily advice: balance your desire for social connection with your need for personal creative expression to keep your spirit happy. Be the voice of reason in your friend group without becoming the fun police who stops everyone from enjoying the moment. Your ability to organize a group effort is your superpower today, so use it to bring people together effectively. For extra insight, take a moment to look at your rising sign and your Venus sign. Never miss your daily horoscope again. Subscribe, like, and activate the bell.
My graceful Libras! This Saturday places you at a crossroads between your professional ambitions and your domestic responsibilities in a very visible way. The day announces a search for a balance that feels both stable and emotionally fulfilling for your soul. Venus, your ruler, is in Capricorn at 12 degrees 21 minutes, sitting in your sector of home and family life. This brings a desire to beautify your living space or to bring more harmony to your family dynamics through effort. You are valuing tradition and long-term security in your personal life right now, perhaps considering a real estate move or renovation. Venus here is joined by the Sun and Mars, giving you the drive to turn your house into a true sanctuary. It's a great time to host a small, elegant dinner for those you consider your inner circle of trusted friends. You are finding that your sense of style is perfectly complemented by a new need for functional and practical beauty. The moon crosses your house 10, the one of career and public reputation, making you sensitive to how you are perceived. You might feel an emotional need to achieve or to be recognized for your hard work by those you respect professionally. This sector is active, suggesting that a professional matter might require your attention even though it is currently the weekend. A practical tip is to update your public profile or to set a clear goal for your career path for the next year. The moon in Cancer is opposing Mars, creating a high-stakes tension between a boss's demands and your family's needs. You may feel like you are being pulled in two directions at once, leading to a bit of weekend stress. The Sun's conjunction with Mars gives you the energy to push through, but watch out for signs of burnout. Saturn in Pisces is encouraging you to find more discipline in your daily health routines to support your busy lifestyle. This day will be particularly favorable for making long-term plans regarding your living situation or your professional standing. Celestial recommendation: prioritize your tasks so that you don't feel overwhelmed by the competing demands on your time today. Set clear boundaries between your work life and your private life to maintain your legendary sense of internal equilibrium. A little diplomacy goes a long way when dealing with authority figures who might be feeling the pressure themselves. For a deeper understanding, consider checking your rising sign and Venus sign as well. To stay connected to your daily horoscope, subscribe, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell.
My intent Scorpios. The horizon is calling to you this Saturday as you feel a deep yearning for expansion and new perspectives on life. The day announces a readiness to dive into a subject that challenges your current understanding of the world around you. Mars, your ruler, is in Capricorn at 14 degrees 36 minutes, providing you with a disciplined and relentless drive to communicate ideas. You are not just talking, you are building a case and structuring your arguments with surgical and impressive precision today. This placement gives you the stamina to study complex topics or to handle a heavy load of important correspondence easily. Mars is conjunct the Sun and Venus, making your words both powerful and strangely attractive to those who hear them. You might find yourself in a heated but productive debate that sharpens your intellect and your sense of purpose. Your ability to penetrate to the heart of any matter is serving you well in all your interactions right now. The moon crosses your house 9, the one of higher learning and long-distance travel, heightening your intuition regarding the big picture. You may feel a sudden urge to book a trip or to sign up for a course that feeds your soul. This is a day for seeking wisdom rather than just information, so look for teachers who truly inspire you emotionally. A practical tip is to explore a neighborhood you've never visited or to read a book from a different culture. The moon in Cancer is opposing Mars, which might cause some friction between your lofty ideals and practical reality. You might feel frustrated that your grand plans are being slowed down by minor details or local obligations that feel small. The Sun's conjunction with Venus suggests that a journey or a study project could bring a sense of profound beauty. Jupiter retrograde in Cancer is asking you to revisit a philosophical belief you held in the past with a new perspective. This day is ideal for writing, teaching, or any activity that involves sharing your deep insights with an appreciative audience. Daily advice: allow yourself to dream big, but keep one foot firmly planted on the ground of practical reality and facts. Use your intense focus to master a new skill that expands your professional horizons and your personal sense of worth. Travel of the mind is just as valid as travel of the body today, so let your imagination wander. To gain a more complete picture, the rising sign and Venus sign can add useful context. If you want to keep receiving your daily horoscope, subscribing and hitting the bell really helps.
My adventurous Sagittarians! This Saturday, the focus shifts to the deep waters of shared resources and emotional transformations that require your attention. The day announces an exploration of the hidden side of your life, looking for the treasures buried beneath the surface. Jupiter, your ruler, is retrograde in Cancer at 21 degrees 1 minute, encouraging an internal expansion of your emotional intelligence and empathy. You are learning that sometimes the greatest growth happens when you slow down and look inward, rather than rushing toward horizons. This retrograde period is perfect for revisiting old financial investments or emotional bonds that need a second, more careful look. You might find that a previous loss was actually a valuable lesson in disguise that is now paying off emotionally. Jupiter here is nurturing your soul, even if it feels like your external progress has temporarily paused for a moment. You are discovering that true abundance is as much about your internal state as it is about your bank account. The moon crosses your house 8, the one of shared assets and deep intimacy, making you sensitive to power dynamics. You may feel a strong urge to merge your life with another's, or perhaps a need to settle debt. This sector is about transformation, so don't be afraid to let go of an old habit that is holding you back. A practical tip is to review your joint accounts or insurance policies to ensure everything is in order and secure. The moon in Cancer is opposing Mars, which could lead to a disagreement over money or shared responsibilities. You might feel that someone is trying to control your resources, leading to a defensive reaction that needs careful handling. The Sun's conjunction with Venus in your sector of personal values suggests that you can negotiate a better deal. Saturn in Pisces is helping you build more emotional structure within your home environment and your family relationships today. This day will be particularly favorable for deep psychological insights and for clearing up any lingering financial or emotional debts. Celestial recommendation: be honest with yourself and others about your needs regarding security and intimacy in all your various relationships. Use this time to declutter your life, both physically and emotionally, to make room for the new growth that is coming. Trust the process of transformation, even if it feels a little uncomfortable or unfamiliar at first as you evolve. For extra insight, take a moment to look at your rising sign and your Venus sign. Never miss your daily horoscope again. Subscribe, like, and activate the bell.
My steadfast Capricorns. Saturday, January 3rd, 2026, places the focus squarely on your relationships and how you balance your needs with others. The day announces a time where you are the center of a cosmic alignment that demands both strength and vulnerability. Saturn, your ruler, is in Pisces at 26 degrees 19, bringing a sense of disciplined compassion to all your communications. You are learning to speak your truth with kindness, realizing that words can be both a bridge and a wall between people. This placement helps you structure your dreams into reality, provided you are willing to do the emotional work required for success. Saturn's sextile to Uranus is offering you innovative ways to express your traditional values in a modern and changing world. You might find a new technology or a modern approach that breathes life into an old project that had stalled. Your natural authority is being tempered by a new sense of empathy, making you a more effective leader and partner. The moon crosses your house 7, the one of partnerships and open enemies, drawing your attention to your connections. You may feel more dependent on others' moods today, which can be a bit unsettling for your independent and stoic nature. This is a day for cooperation and finding common ground rather than trying to go it alone as you usually do. A practical tip is to have a heart-to-heart conversation with a partner or a close friend to clear the air. The Sun, Venus, and Mars are all in your sign, giving you incredible charisma, beauty, and drive. However, they are all opposing the moon in Cancer, which creates a significant amount of interpersonal tension you must manage. You might feel like you are doing all the work while others are being emotional, but try to see their side.
Uranus in Taurus is retrograde in your house of creativity, sparking unusual ideas for self-expression and perhaps a new hobby. This day is ideal for negotiating contracts or deepening the bonds in a committed relationship through honest and open talk. Daily advice: lead with your heart as much as your head when dealing with those who are closest to you today. Acknowledge the emotional needs of others without sacrificing your own goals and your legendary sense of personal integrity. A small compromise today can lead to a much stronger and more resilient partnership tomorrow for all involved. For a deeper understanding, consider checking your rising sign and Venus sign as well. To stay connected to your daily horoscope, subscribe, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell.
My visionary Aquarians, your focus this Saturday is on the mechanics of your daily life and the health of your physical vessel. The day announces that the small things are actually the big things when it comes to your overall well-being and success. Uranus, your ruler, is retrograde in Taurus at 27 degrees 52 minutes, prompting a deep reevaluation of your physical security. You are rethinking what you truly need to feel safe and how you can innovate within your own lifestyle and routines. This period is about internal shifts that will eventually lead to external breakthroughs in how you handle your personal resources. You might find yourself drawn to unconventional health practices or unique ways of organizing your home that others find surprising. Uranus here is like a quiet revolution happening in your foundations, preparing you for a future that looks very different. Your ability to think outside the box is currently being applied to the most practical aspects of your existence today. The moon crosses your house 6, the one of daily habits and service, making you very aware of your body's signals. You may feel an emotional need to be productive and to help others in a practical way that shows you care. This is an excellent day to meal prep, clean your workspace, or start a new fitness routine that you can maintain. A practical tip is to pay attention to your digestive system and to choose foods that make you feel energized. The moon in Cancer is opposing Mars, which could manifest as a sudden burst of nervous energy or a minor injury. The sun's conjunction with Venus in your sector of the subconscious suggests that your dreams might hold health keys. You are working hard behind the scenes, but don't forget to take regular breaks to avoid the risk of burnout. Saturn in Pisces is helping you ground your finances with a more realistic and disciplined approach that will serve you well. This day is particularly favorable for organizing your schedule and implementing new systems that increase your daily efficiency and peace. Celestial recommendation: focus on one task at a time to avoid feeling overwhelmed by your long to-do list today. Listen to your body's whispers before they become shouts, and give yourself the care and attention you truly deserve. Efficiency is your friend today, but don't let it turn into a cold perfectionism that drains your natural creative spirit. To gain a more complete picture, the rising sign and Venus sign can add useful context. If you want to keep receiving your daily horoscope, subscribing and hitting the bell really helps. My soulful Pisces, creativity and joy are your primary directives this Saturday, as the stars encourage you to express your unique essence. The day announces that your imagination is your most powerful tool for navigating the world and its many challenges. Neptune, your ruler, is in your sign, continuing its long journey of dissolving boundaries and enhancing your intuition. You are more sensitive than ever to the subtle vibrations of the universe, which can be both a blessing and a challenge. This placement helps you tap into a deep well of artistic inspiration and spiritual connection that others may find quite profound. You might feel like you are walking between worlds, where dreams and reality are constantly shifting and merging into one. Neptune here encourages you to trust your gut feelings above all else, even if they don't seem logical to others. Your presence has a healing quality today, acting as a soothing balm for those who are feeling the day's tensions. The moon crosses your house 5, the one of romance and creative self-expression, bringing emotional intensity to your passions. You may feel a strong urge to create something beautiful or to spend quality time with loved ones who bring joy. This is a day for playfulness and for letting your inner child take the lead for a while in your activities. A practical tip is to engage in a creative hobby that allows you to lose track of time and just be. The moon in Cancer is opposing Mars, which could create a conflict between your desire for fun and group goals. You might feel that a friend is being too critical of your creative choices, leading to a bit of a defensive stance.
The Sun's conjunction with Venus in your sector of community suggests that your creative work has a positive impact. Saturn in your sign is providing the necessary structure to turn your nebulous dreams into something concrete and lasting for you. This day will be particularly favorable for artistic projects, romantic encounters, or any activity that allows your spirit to shine. Daily advice: don't be afraid to show the world your true colors, even if they seem a bit too bright for some. Use your creative energy as a form of therapy to process any lingering emotional tension you may be carrying from others. Remember that joy is a valid and important part of your spiritual path and should be cultivated with intention today. For extra insight, take a moment to look at your rising sign and your Venus sign. Never miss your daily horoscope again. Subscribe, like, and activate the bell.
The collective energy of Saturday, January 3rd, 2026, centers on the delicate management of our deepest emotional foundations versus our external ambitions. This day is defined by the moon in Cancer, standing in direct opposition to a powerful cluster of planets in Capricorn, including the Sun and Mars. The atmosphere feels like a high-tension wire stretched between the need for domestic sanctuary and the relentless drive for professional achievement. We observe a general dynamic where the desire to protect one's peace is constantly challenged by the pressure to produce and perform. This configuration puts at stake our ability to maintain internal equilibrium while navigating the demands of a world that values structure over sentiment. Madame Zodiac watches as the Zodiac learns to integrate the warmth of the heart with the cold logic of the mountain climb. The cosmic cycle continues to turn, offering each of us a chance to find strength in our vulnerabilities as the day unfolds. You might consider how these planetary movements reflected in your own experiences today.